All right, let's take a closer look at what this budget contains. India's Union Budget for 2024-25 embodies Prime Minister Modi's Amrit Kal vision, emphasizing substantial investments in infrastructure and clean energy. Key highlights include an allocation of rupees 11.11 lakh crore for capital expenditure and rupees 1.52 lakh crore for agriculture.
Now, the budget also introduces a range of measures to support MSMEs, including a double mudra loan limit and new credit guarantees. It also focuses on employment with wage support for new workers and internships for 10 million youth. Let's take a look at the highlights of the Indian Union Budget.
The Union Budget 2024-25 provides the necessary impetus to the Amrit Kal vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. On the expenditure side, on infrastructure, rupees 11,11,111 crore rupees has been allocated for capital expenditure, which is 3.4% of GDP, but effective capex is 15 lakh crore rupees. On promoting clean energy, a taxonomy for climate finance to support the country's climate commitments and green transition. For agriculture and allied sector, rupees 1.52 lakh crore rupees allocated. For MSMEs, credit guarantee scheme for purchase of machinery without guarantee. Self-financing guarantee fund will provide guarantee up to 100 crore rupees. Limit of mudra loans doubled to 20 lakh rupees. MSMEs allowed to unlock working capital by converting trade receivables into cash. To boost formal employment, 1 month wage to all newly entering the workforce in all formal sectors. DBT of 1 month salary in 3 installments to first-time employees registered with EPFO. Eligibility limit for the scheme up to 1 lakh rupees per month. Scheme to benefit 210 lakh youth. Internship opportunities in 500 top companies to 1 crore youth in 5 years to gain exposure for 12 months to real-life business environment. 5 schemes for employment, skilling and other opportunities for 4.1 crore youth over 5 years with a central outlay of 2 lakh crores. Rupees 1.48 lakh crores for education, employment and skilling. Rupees 3 lakh crore for schemes benefiting women and girls. Development of investment-ready plug and play industrial parks with complete infrastructure in or near 100 cities. 12 industrial parks under the National Industrial Corridor Development Program to be sanctioned. Mechanism for spurring private sector-driven research and innovation at commercial scale with a financing pool of 1 lakh crore rupees. One-stop solution for labor issues with comprehensive integration of eShram portal with other portals. On the revenue side, customs duty reduced on some medicines and medical equipment, mobile phones and related parts. Fully exempt customs duty on 25 critical minerals. Expanded list of exempted capital goods for manufacture of solar cells. Reduced customs duties on certain seafoods. Exemption on inputs of manufacture of shrimp and fish feed. List of exempted goods for manufacture of leather and textile garments, footwear and other leather articles for export expanded. Reduction of customs duties on gold and silver to 6%, platinum to 6.4%. Certain parts for manufacture of connectors and electronics exempted. Customs duty on ammonium nitrate increased to 10%. Customs duty on non-biodegradable PVC flex banners raised to 25%. Certain telecom equipment's duties reduced to 15%. 58% of corporate tax came from simplified tax regime. Short-term capital gains to attract tax rate of 20%. Long-term capital gains to attract a tax rate of 12.5%. Simpler tax regime for foreign shipping companies operating domestic cruises. Safe harbor rates for foreign mining companies selling raw diamonds in the country. Corporate tax rate on foreign companies reduced to 35%. Personal income tax rates up to 3 lakh rupees nil. From 3 lakh to 7 lakh rupees 10%. From 10 lakh to 12 lakh rupees 15%. From 12 lakh to 15 lakh rupees 20%. Above 15 lakh rupees 30%. Total receipts other than borrowings estimated at 32.07 lakh crore rupees. Total expenditure rupees 48.21 lakh crore rupees. Net tax receipts estimated at 25.83 lakh crore rupees. Fiscal deficit is estimated at 4.9% of GDP. The aim is to reach a fiscal deficit below 4.5% next year. Bureau Report, DD India.
And in her budget speech, Finance Minister Sitharaman showcased India's strong economic performance despite global challenges. She noted that India's economy is thriving with controlled inflation approaching the 4% target.
That's right, and key measures include reducing corporate tax for foreign firms from 40% to 35%, advancing the Jan Vishwas Bill 2.0 for better business environment and simplifying FDI regulations. The budget also introduces e-commerce export hubs for MSMEs, smaller businesses, lowers customs duty on seafood and supports cruise tourism. Prime Minister Modi hailed it as a pivotal step towards making India the world's third largest economic power.
India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, while presenting the Union Budget for 2024-25, said that despite global headwinds, India's economic growth continues to be the shining example and will remain so in the years ahead.
The global economy, while performing better than expected, is still in the grip of policy uncertainties. Elevated asset prices, political uncertainties, and shipping disruptions continue to pose significant downside risks for growth and upside risks to inflation. In this context, India's economic growth continues to be the shining exception and will remain so in the years ahead.
In a move aimed to boost investments, the corporate tax on foreign companies reduced from 40 to 35%.
I propose to reduce the corporate tax rate on foreign companies from 40 to 35%.
For enhancing ease of doing business, Indian government is working on the Jan Vishwas Bill 2.0 to win public trust.
For enhancing ease of doing business, we are already working on the Jan Vishwas Bill 2.0.
The budget also talks of simplifying rules and regulations for foreign direct investment and overseas investments.
The rules and regulations for foreign direct investment and overseas investments will be simplified to 1. Facilitate foreign direct investments, 2. Nudge prioritization, and 3. Promote opportunities for using Indian rupee as a currency for overseas investment.
E-commerce export hubs are proposed to be set up in public-private partnership mode.
To enable MSMEs and traditional artisans to sell their products in international markets, e-commerce export hubs will be set up in public-private partnership mode.
To boost India's seafood exports, basic customs duty on broad stock, polycate, worms, shrimps and fish feed reduced to 5%. Budget will foster competitiveness of Indian leather and textiles articles of export. The budget also talks of positioning India as a global tourist destination.
Our efforts in positioning India as a global tourist destination will also create jobs, stimulate investments, and unlock economic opportunities for other sectors.
India is a world leader in diamond cutting and polishing industry, and the budget gives further boost to this sector.
We would provide for safe harbor rates for foreign mining companies selling raw diamonds in the country.
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed the budget, terming it as a catalyst in making India the third largest economic power in the world.
आज का बजट भारत को दुनिया की तीसरी सबसे बड़ी आर्थिक ताकत बनाने के उस पूरी प्रक्रिया में कैटलिस्ट का काम करेगा। विकसित भारत की एक ठोस नींव रखेगा।
To promote investment and foster employment, India's budget has given a boost to the spirit of entrepreneurship and startup ecosystem, abolishing angel tax for all classes of investors. Bureau Report, DD India.